And she told the jury, quote, "He said if I failed this test, they were going to throw me in the East River." It's week 3 of the Sean Combs sex trafficking and racketeering trial, and jurors have heard important testimony by Capricorn Clark. Clark was making $65,000 a year as Combs' personal assistant between 2004 and 2018. She told jurors she got only 4 hours of sleep on a good night, and that there was so much stress that she actually suffered from hair loss. Sometimes she said she had to clean up the luxury hotel suites after days-long freak-offs. And then came 2011. Clark told the jury on Monday that she warned Ventura to keep her romance with Cuddy quiet, or else, quote, she was going to get us all killed. But Combs did find out, and one morning, Clark testified, she said she woke up at her Los Angeles home to find Combs banging on her front door. She told the jury he was holding a gun and told her, quote, "Get dressed, we're going to go kill this," and here Clark quoted Combs using the N-word. Clark called what happened next a kidnapping. Clark told the jury that Combs made her drive with him to Cuddy's house in Hollywood Hills with yet another bodyguard in the car. She said she waited in the car as Combs and the bodyguard went inside Cuddy's house. Cuddy was not there. Eventually, the police were involved, and Clark, on the witness stand, quoted Combs warning her, "You have to tell Cuddy to not tell police it was me. If you don't do that, I'm going to kill all you," and then he used an expletive. Clark cried on the witness stand as she described when she took Cassie Ventura over to see Combs to smooth things out after the Kid Cudi break-in. She described seeing Ventura curled up on the floor in a fetal position as Combs kicked her again and again. She also testified that as Combs kept kicking Ventura, he turned his attention to her. She testified, quote, "He said if I jumped in, he was going to F me up too." Now, Clark quit and was rehired, or was fired and rehired several times, and each time she came back to a better job and a better salary. The next threat came when a bag of Combs' diamond jewelry went missing. She told jurors that she was forced to submit to 5 days of lie detector tests. The guy doing the lie detector test was the size of 2 linebackers, and she told the jury, quote, "He said if I failed this test, they were going to throw me in the East River." Combs had learned that Clark had previously worked as an intern at Death Row Records, and he was not happy. Clark remembered, quote, "He told me he didn't know I had anything to do with Suge Knight, and that if anything would happen, he would have to kill me." One time, Clark made the mistake of saying she hated her job, and it got back to Combs. She told jurors that Combs pushed her with his hands over and over from one end of his Miami residence to the other. As he pushed her, he kept saying, quote, "If you hate it here, get the F out of my house." To read all our coverage on the Diddy trial, head to businessinsider.com.